Today I'm going to show you how to take a mirror like this apart. These are very complex mirrors. It's pretty dirty right now. The reason why it's complicated is because it has these indicators here, but more complicated is the mechanism that allows the mirror to fold in and out. I don't really like the way they engineered it, but you know, that's the way it is. So we want to replace the folding mirror motor. It's a very expensive part, between $150 to $200 just for that motor alone. Just take a look right quick. We could see, take a look on this side of the car. There's this mirror. And what we're gonna look at is this. Here's the button to make it fold inward, but you very much do need on a truck. And then you hit it and you come back out. So that's the motor we're gonna replace. I'm not kidding you. You can look on eBay and you'll see just the part right here. I forget how much you could, a whole entire mirror that would come with the part harness and everything would probably be like between, I don't know, $300 to $500 used. That's just for the mirror. So this part alone, like I said, is between $150 and $200. This one actually came with the harness too, which I probably don't even need. But this mechanism is what's going to turn and make it fold. You can see the connections here. First thing you want to do is loosen the mirror up. You're going to select a certain corner here. I've already selected the bottom right corner to loosen it up. And now I have to separate it. There we go. It pops right off. Damn, this thing dirty. This is another motor that comes. You never want to order the wrong motor. This is the motor that allows the mirror to move in this motion here, whatever motion you want, up, down, left, right. That's not the motor that we need to replace. That's located back here. Go ahead and do is remove this harness and separate these leads. I'll show you right now. Hold on 1 second. There you go. 1 and 2. I shouldn't have to tell you all this, but everything in the world is tools. So I'm gonna show you where the two clips are. The prong is right here. I just loosened it. The other prong is here. That separates this part of the mirror. It's just a cover. That's it. Now you gotta separate this part of the cover from this part of the mirror right here. And there's no shortcut here. You have to take apart the entire mirror basically to install this part, this motor. Go ahead and get your pry tool. Separate your clips from here and here. So use a Torx 10 and you'll get those screws right out. That should save you some time. Strip the mirror down to this core right here. The only reason I have that silver piece hanging is because I've installed a camera to the underside of the mirror that gives me a side view. So I have not just a mirror but a side view camera. And I didn't feel like cutting the wire right now and re-soldering it. So I'm gonna use a hammer like this. See if you could grab the rod end and pull those rods out. Once those 3 rods are removed, you should now have some form of access to remove the plastic piece. But don't forget you have to get all your harness plugs through the center. I actually released the mirror motor. Like I said, it would be the final piece in removing all the other components. This Torx screw right here is a Torx 20. There we go. That should save you some time. Start taking those out right now. And what's gonna hold me up, well, obviously the longest here is gonna be that camera wire. So as you can tell, anytime that you add any additions to your car, your vehicle, whatever have you, it's always gonna hold you up when you're trying to do a repair or any type of diagnosis. So what will be the toughest thing here is dealing with the camera. I pulled up all the harness plugs for this is just some of the camera here alone. it's a pain in the ass to the point I would just cut the wire and resolder, reattach the wire. I mean, so now I'm gonna take the new part. I already removed the harness. I don't really need that harness right now. Now we gotta make sure this part is unique to being left to right, so it only goes one way. This is the right side right here. Now make sure you always order the right part. I've already taken the new part, ordering it, it would say right hand or left hand, but think about it. If you're sitting in your car and you raise your right hand, that's your right hand side. If you're standing in front of your car and you raise your right hand, then the driver's side will be the right hand. So none of that really tells you anything or defines anything. You have to make sure. But I'm telling you right now, in this case, and in all cases of automotive parts, you have to look at it as if you're sitting in the car. If you're sitting in the driver's seat or passenger seat, the right is the right, not standing in front of all harnesses through. You'll notice right here on the base has these two slots that line it up in perfect position, and this is where you'll bolt it down. Just keep that in mind. What you want to do right now is run a test by plugging in this two-prong plug. Is going to go right in here. So before we finish installing, we're going to run a test, see if it operates, the new one operates, before putting everything back. Just fold it in here, and we have success. Here we go. Hit the switch, motor operates. Switch again, motor operates just fine. Now we just complete the install, clean off the panels of the car, and we're 100% ready to go.